Good morning. I couldn't be more excited to speak to this group of technologists. The people in this room are innovators, disruptors, and change agents. And you're using technology. Technology is your tool to create progress that lifts the human condition. Let me give some examples recently in the press of how technology is changing the world. Tesla sent solar power energy to Puerto Rico to help with the hurricane. There's even a village in Samoa that can be completely powered off solar power, so they won't be without energy thanks to Tesla and Tesla's technology. There's technology in West Africa using software and other technology that predicts famines and keeps famines from happening. That's powerful. That's the way that technology is changing the world. Let me give you an example that's more in my own backyard. My youngest son, Cole, is 6, and when he was 5 in kindergarten, he didn't have the vocabulary to go type in on his iPad everything he wanted. So he used voice activation, he used Siri, to program his iPad and his brother's iPads so that they could all connect their games together and play in the same world. Now, you may say to yourself, oh, her son must be a technical genius. No, he's not. Because Cole also programmed the iPad to repeat poop every time his brother said certain things. So, not necessarily a technology genius. But what excites me about that story is what is Cole and Cole's generation going to be doing 20 years from now when they're 26 with technology? What are they going to be doing 30 years from now when they're 36? If they can program their brother's iPads to play together and repeat inappropriate words, the sky is the limit. So that's all wonderful, but we have a problem. We don't have enough folks with the skills to create this progress at scale. We have a technology skills gap. In the US alone, 6 million jobs went unfilled last year because there weren't people with the technology skills to fill those jobs. Let's look at our own backyard. How many people in here either hire engineers or technical folks or somebody underneath you in the organization does? Okay, so at least a third to half the room. How many of you feel that it is so easy to hire those and there's a bazillion candidates and it's really great supply? Anyone? Okay, not one hand went up. We have a technology skills gap even here locally in Utah. So how do we solve this? There's many answers to this solution, but I'd like to focus on just two today that fit into the broader spectrum, and I want to make them actionable for myself and for folks in the room. Number one, we need to create a culture of learning. So for your teams, invest in them to get training, invest in them to create their skills, encourage them to try new things, encourage them to learn a programming language when they never had, or another programming language. Let them try out projects. Let it create a safe space where they're not afraid to fail by trying new things. I think we can get more technologists through that effort. I'll give an example of a woman who works with me at my current company. She was living in the Bay Area in a non-technical job and saw her friends, she's early in her career, and saw her friends moving up and getting great opportunities in engineering and dev departments. So she went online and taught herself how to code. And now she has a job at my company in the development organization, and her career opportunities are way increased. Create a culture of learning and encourage fostering that curiosity. The second solution is we have to use every weapon in our arsenal to solve this problem. We can't just use half of the weapons in our arsenal. And the world population is half women. College graduates, the majority are women. But computer science majors, we're only 17%. And if you look at the big tech firms who report on the number of women engineers they have, it's usually in the teens, Facebook, Google, etc. There's not enough women focused solving this tech skills gap. So what can we do? Encourage the women in your network, the women at your companies, to learn new technical skills, to apply for technical positions, to push the boundaries. I also believe we have a pipeline problem. We see that girls drop off at around 5th grade in their interest in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. I think local, sometimes grassroots has the most power. Go to your local communities. One thing I'm doing, I'm going to do a talk to 5th graders at the public school in my area about what it's like to work in tech, and I'm going to try to make it sound really fun for all the girls in the room so that they want to grow up and work in tech as well. Go work with your communities. Encourage girls. Mentor young women early in their careers, because I really believe that we can solve this. So the great news is technology is doing amazing things. Those of you who are sitting here in the room, you're innovating. But you don't have the teams now, and it's going to become even more problematic in the future because of the tech skills gap. So create a culture of learning and encourage young girls. That's my advice to everyone in the room. Thank you.